Hey, so today we're going to actually explore Etsy's top store. So to find this, what I did is I simply Googled what is Etsy's top shop. And you get a list here, and there's a bunch. Top 20 selling shops on Etsy. What is the top selling shop? There's a couple of different opinions on this. Here's one, Market Pulse. So you can see Acorn and Crow Studio, 41,152 sales. Caitlin Minimalist is what I'm looking at. See, this shows like last 30 days. So this is the one that I found that I thought was pretty cool. And this is jewelry. So let's go here, open this up. And when we're looking at this, one thing to look at right away is the fact that they have 1,747,154 sales. Like, holy crap. So if I scroll down here real quick, and I can see that, you know, 25.90, 29.40, 32.55, 22.05, 18.55. Typically these top ones will be their best sellers. So all I have to do to figure something out, get a kind of ballpark number of what they're doing, is take 25.90 plus 29.40 plus 32.55 plus 22.05 plus 18.55, and then divide that by 5, and I'll say that their average sale price is about $25.69. So if we assume that's what they're selling stuff for, then we can work backwards and figure out a lot of other things, like how much are they making, and what's their profit after like all the Etsy fees and after their base costs and all that good stuff. So I'm going to take an estimate based on this, and I'm going to say that if they have, and I'm actually going to do up a little sheet here for you too. Let's go here. So first thing we're going to do is a little Google sheet, and I'm going to show you. We're going to call this Caitlin Minimalist. And if this is your store and you're watching this, let me know how close I'm getting to the actual numbers. So 1,747,154. So let's go like this. Sales 1,747,154. We'll say average sale price, or average retail, I guess. And we'll put that at 25.69. So some simple math is going to tell us the gross revenue, which is going to be that times that, which is a holy cow number. A big holy cow number. So I'm going to make this all pretty. Yeah, wow. 44.8 million in gross revenue. That's my assumption on $1.7 million. 1.7 million sales. How long have they been around for? I don't even know. Oh, announcement. It used to say seller since. Well, I guess it's not on here. But with this many sales, they've been around forever. So now what we can assume is there's going to be fees. There's going to be Etsy fees. There's going to be base costs. There's going to be shipping fees that they have to pay. So if I assume that their fees, we'll just lump it all into one category. Let's call it 80% is going to be fees. So fees in the dollar amount is going to be that times that. So I'm going to assume that. Now I could be wrong. I could be way off. I'm just going to put that as a number. But that's assuming that 80% of their revenue actually goes to fees. So 80 might be high. If I plug that in at 75, then you can see the number changes. And then if you look at their profit, so when I say fees, I'm talking about the Etsy fees, the shipping fees, the processing fees, all those fees, not including taxes, okay? And then we take that minus that. I would say a guesstimate of this store is they've done about 11.2 million profit after all their fees. That's pretty damn good. So even if they've been around for like 11 years, that's $1 million a year. So this store is something that when you find a big time store like this that's done these kind of numbers, which are gigantic, you have to look at what the heck are they doing? Like, you have to take notes of, okay, so here's their top bar, and I know that they have this carousel up here. So right away I know that they're a member of the Etsy Plus program. And that's a little thing. It costs, I think, $12.90 a month. I'm just gonna look it up here. It is, this is it. Etsy Plus for sellers ready to take their shop to the next level. Etsy Plus provides you with tools to help you stand in front of the crowd and jumpstart growth. Etsy Plus includes credits for shoplifting, shop listings, and Etsy ads, access to custom web address discounts, restock requests, advanced shop customization, and more. Etsy Plus on the Sell app. Some features are only available on desktop and mobile web at this time. If you don't see the feature available on the app, we recommend accessing our site via mobile web. So sign up credits. To sign up, that's how you do it. Credits, you get 15 listing credits per month. Access to web address discounts through Hover, whatever that is. Restock requests, cool. Advanced shop customization, that is the thing like the carousel ad on that. Access to discounts and perks. So when I'm looking at this, I know for a fact that they're in Etsy Plus. And the reason they're in Etsy Plus, quite simply, is Etsy Plus gets you more sales. Like, you got to think about it from Etsy's point of view. If they're a company and they have all these free shops out there, and then they have these shops that are paying like $12.90 a month or whatever it is, they're going to give priority to the people who are paying them a monthly fee on top of all the fees and on top of all the sales. So if I were to go and say, okay, well, if they're doing like 1.7 million sales, well, I want to sell these too. Okay. So you have to find a supplier for these necklaces, and you can see their whole store, except for the earrings, it's based on name necklaces, and these are personalized necklaces, where I'm pretty sure if I click this one, which is probably their top seller, you can see that you get an option for sterling silver, 18 karat gold, or rose, and then the length you get an option. Oops. As well, there it is. Design will come in all caps unless otherwise specified. So this little guy has 5,930 reviews. So if I do this, and I go 5930, I'm going to assume that 15% of people actually leave a review. That means this one alone has done 39,000, just shy of 40,000 sales. Multiply that by my 25.9. This is $1 million product right here. And then if I assume that 25%, give or take, after all the fees, is their take home, then that's 255,000. So $1 million gross, 250 net. And again, I'm just estimating totally off the top of my head based on what I've seen. I know that I can find this supplier on something like AliExpress if I wanted to, but I have a feeling they're doing everything in-house. So if I go here and I go custom name necklace, then these are all the suppliers in most likely China. Man, a penny? Oh my God. I'm trying to look for the one that they did, like this. Let's click on this one. So this one actually has the names, and it's actually neat because they are in, I don't want that. Looks like they got a little bit fancier, but this one alone is $5.03. So you can see if I go back here, so they're selling it for $25.90 and cost them $5.03. this is assuming you're getting it from China, which I don't think they are. I think they're actually making these. That's $20.87, and then you tack on your Etsy fees. So my numbers might be off because we could probably crank that up a little bit more. I would say the fees are probably maybe 60%. Yeah, that might be more accurate. Again, I don't know. I don't own the store. I wish I did. But I'm just thinking, if they got that same one from China, they're paying like $5, and that's per letter too, I guess. So the more letters you have, the more it costs. But technically, you could open up like a Shopify store and you could sell these, and then you could put the orders through AliExpress. The reason I wouldn't suggest that though is that shipping times are insane. They take forever, and plus they cost a lot of money. So if I were to order this now, I would probably get it in 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm not even sure what I would pay per necklace, but that's why I think these guys, and if it's Kate Kim, if she's one, I think she has her own little either warehouse or shop where she's actually doing this. So I'm gonna turn off that. Looks better. Yeah, I think, pretty sure that she has her own shop, but let me find this. Kate Lynn. Google's crazy for this. So they do have their own store, they have Instagram, they have Facebook. There you go. Go check this out. How I made over 1 million sales on Etsy. It's not unusual for jewelry designer Kate Kim's pieces to bring customers to tears. Since 2013, she's been selling custom hyper-personal accessories through her Etsy shop, Caitlin Minimalist, featuring handwriting, oh wow, rings for newborn babies, fingerprints. Kim estimates her returning customer rate is about 40%. She sees between 60 and 100% overall growth year over year. And whatever date this was taken, she reached, so in 2021, she reached 1 million in sales, and now she's at 1.7 million. We moved from Vietnam to America in 2012, and our first workshop, it was in Little Saigon in Orange County, California, where we live. Sometimes I would create something personal for myself. In 2013, a friend asked me to make something for her that was similar to a piece I created with my grandfather's writing. She wanted her late father's writing of the word love replicated for her necklace. I did it for free. The amount of joy and comfort that it gave her was priceless. After that, more of my friends started asking me for custom jewelry. I went online, saw there are not many options out there. Like literally nobody sold handwriting necklaces, and custom jewelry is very expensive. One seller I admired back then was offering one for $300, and I decided to start my business. When I realized I can make something out of this, I can make affordable, meaningful jewelry that everybody can enjoy. Okay, so and then why did she start an Etsy shop? She thought it was the best fit for her. Jewelry that I created has a story behind it. There you go. My first shop was called Silver Handwriting, and it was solely focused on handwriting jewelry. Balancing work and family, what they've learned. The biggest lesson, know how to delegate. Like Michael said, we used to do everything by ourselves. My mom and dad watched the kids and pack jewelry. At first I would model, and my sister would be the hand model, and my mom would be the photographer. Michael's sister helped us with customer service. Literally everybody in the family is involved in the business, but we needed help. We need to start hiring people. Hired their first employee in 2016. We outgrew that. Okay, so they do have their own 30 employees, and they're moving into an even bigger office space. So that's awesome. That's wild. Yeah, I love this story. So they're not doing that thing from China. They're not taking your order and then going to AliExpress. They're actually making it themselves. So, I mean, Etsy is all about handmade. So that's very cool. I like looking at these shops too, because you can find a lot about them and about their story and about what they did. And it gives you kind of, I don't know, I think it motivates the hell out of me to look at these. Shop new, shop bestsellers. Not only that, you can find like what's really working. So, I mean, even on here, now why would they have a shop? And let's just see if this is, what kind of shop this is. I'm gonna guess Shopify, but the way to, yeah, Shopify. So view the source and then just type in Shopify. So they have a Shopify store right here called Caitlin Minimalist. So why would they be on Etsy and why would they be on Shopify? The reason I would do that personally is I would use Etsy as my testing ground, and I would use my Shopify store to run paid ads to it, because I'm not going to run paid ads over here on Etsy. Ooh, where'd it go? I would never run, in a million years, I wouldn't run paid ads here, because if you look at all the traffic leaks, there's one, there's one, there's one. This search for anything thing is a huge traffic leak. All of this menu is. Then if you scroll down too, it is all her products, and you get to the bottom, there's a lot of reviews, which is wild, very good. Down here there's returns, FedEx, additional policies, frequently asked questions, all that good stuff. If I click on one of these items though, so let's say I know that this is a bestseller and I want to run ads to it from Facebook. So I click on this, so I have a landing page now, right, on Etsy that I could use to run ads here, but look at all the traffic leaks I've got. I've got the menus, I scroll down here, oh, I'm not going to sign in with Etsy. I scroll down, I've got the reviews and then the reviews for the shop, but I keep going, and this is cool. So more from this shop, that's nice, because I'm like paying to send, if I was paying to send people here, I want them to look at other stuff on my shop too, that's fine. But you may also like, this is where I'm kind of like, these are different stores, these are different shops, so this is a gigantic traffic leak. If I scroll even further, discover related items, again, these are my competitors. I don't want them clicking on my competitors and buying their stuff. And then browse collections, again, competitors. And then I go even further, and it's got explore related searches, custom name, initials, personalized name, letter, gifts from mom, custom. All of that stuff is just a gigantic traffic leak. So the strategy that I would use if I were them, and I think they are using it, they're doing more sales than I have, is use Etsy to kind of build up your customer base and test products. When you find a winner, create your Shopify store and then run ads there. So we know that this one is also on Etsy, right? So now when I'm running ads and I'm sending it here to my Shopify store, I control everything. So if you look at, you may also like, these are all her products. And then ratings and review, you can tell that she's doing more volume on Etsy by the reviews, but you keep going down, and I mean, they even have Instagram, Etsy, Pinterest, and Facebook. They have a link to their store here too, but there's none of that other stuff where there's no, you may also like, and then it sends them to like another competing Shopify store or anything like that. And if you scroll up here, there's no traffic leak up here. This is very minimalist, which is awesome. I love this. I love this brand. I love what they're doing. I love how they're making these things really cheap and affordable, I think. And really, if you wanted to start a business like this, I mean, you could, but you're going to have to invest in the materials up front. So you're going to need chains, you're going to need the letters, you're going to need the skills to actually put it together with the chain. Because if you look on the screen right now, it says like Amanda, right? But these letters are attached to these links in the gold chain. So somebody has to manually attach those. So if there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, then that's what, like 12 attachment points. So somebody has to sit there and go like boom, and then boom, and then boom, 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 all the way through. Then you got to put it into a nice box. Then you got to ship it. Then you got to get a tracking number. Then you got to update with the tracking number. So it is a business that's definitely doing well. There's no doubt about it. But the reason it's doing well is they basically built a moat around their business. So I can look at this. You can look at this. I don't know of any print-on-demand supplier right now that can offer me this. And I love print-on-demand because then I don't have to buy the inventory or do any of that other stuff. So if you were saying, okay, well, I could do this, maybe you could. I mean, you know the market's there, you know the product works, but there's a lot more to it than just opening up an Etsy shop and then opening up a Shopify store and then creating like a Facebook account, an Instagram account, and whatever else they have, Pinterest. There's more to it than that. So I love this. I think it's a great example, and I don't really know of very many other stores that have done almost, I would guesstimate it at 44 million in sales. It could be higher because they could have more higher priced products, and their profit could be a lot more than that too. But even that kind of profit over like a year, year to year, is really, really good. Like really good. You could afford to hire those 30 employees and pay them what, like 40,000 a year? Let's just do that real quick. So if they have 30 employees and they're paying them 40,000 a year, that's 1.2 million to their employees. So they got to be doing even more than I think they are, I would say. Yeah. Because then you got warehouse, you got everything else. What if they're paying them like 30,000? Now they're at 900,000 a year. So that eats into their profit margin, of course, but they're not going to do that volume without help either. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just a third party guessing. Their numbers are probably different from what I'm thinking, but that's almost 45 million in sales. I would estimate it at. It could be 60 million in sales. I don't know. But the point is, when you find these big stores, just look at what they're doing, look at what they're offering, take some cues. There are a lot of things on this page that you can take cues from, and you can kind of reverse engineer for your own shop and to make it successful. If you're wondering what one of the biggest cues is, it's right here. They run a sale all the time, and all the Etsy sellers do this. They also have free shipping, but this sale thing all the time is awesome. So they'll make their price a little higher, they'll run a sale all the time, and it works. And if you're wondering, well, what do I offer? Well, 30% off. Go with what the big sellers do. Don't reinvent the wheel. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it with that. If you have any questions about Etsy or this store or starting your own store, let me know in the comments. I'm committing hardcore to Etsy for the next couple of years anyway, because my process is one that works very well. I already have a couple Etsy shops up and running, but I've found a lot of secrets that work very well for it. That some of them I'll be sharing them, some I'll probably keep to myself. Anyway, have a great day. Let me know in the comments if you got any value out of that, and we'll see you in the next one.